हरि ओम। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Bhagavad Gita, a conversation with God daily. Today, chapter 2, shloka number 47, one of the most famous shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि। कर्मण्येव अधिकारः ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. You have a right in only doing your karma. You have a right only in the karma, never in the result. Karmaniyeva adhikaraha te. You have to definitely do your duties. So far, Krishna has been saying about the Atma, Jnana Yoga, and as a means to attain that Jnana, he speaks on Karma Yoga. Here he says, you have to do only your karma. Never get attached to the results. When you do something, never do that with the expectation, oh, I'm doing this, I should get this. I should definitely succeed in whatever I do. What will happen if I fail in this? What will happen? Don't entertain such thoughts. Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. If you are going to do something, giving your thoughts towards the results of the action, then you become a reason for Papa and Punya. When you are worried about what will happen about something, then the way you do it, the way you react to it, your feelings towards that act, your efficiency regarding the act, everything, it gets affected. And that results in you getting Papa and Punya. And if you are going to add Punya and Papa in your account, then you have to be definitely born again. That is the main reason for samsara, the endless cycle of birth and death. It actually is because of karma. So, if you are going to add punya in your account or papa, whatever it be, in order to experience the results of those, you have to be born again. So never give room for the karma to affect you, to get attached to you. Made sango astu akarmani. Okay, so I should do whatever I do without getting attached to the results. Instead of doing something, putting in so much effort, and I should not think about the results at all. For that, I will just remain without doing anything at all. One may think like that, right? Why do something? I'll just remain without doing anything at all. I'll just sit simply. Krishna says, no, don't develop that attitude also. Always be busy. Keep doing something. Keep doing actions. But don't get attached to the results of the action. Karmanyeva adhikaraha te ma phaleshu kadachana. Actually, in the Wimbledon Centre Court, at the entrance, these words are written. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. Lines from Rudyard Kipling's poem. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, you're going to go play. And when you enter the court itself, oh, I should somehow win this game. I should somehow win this game. I have to win, I have to win, I have to win. What amount of pressure it will generate? Just think. What will happen if I lose this game? What will happen? Instead of those thoughts, whether I win or whether I lose, that's not the thing. I am going to play. Just enjoy my game. I play tennis because I love the game. And I'll play the game to my best ability. I'll just enjoy. And if I win, okay, very good. If I lose also, that's also fine. Anyway, only one can win. The other definitely has to lose, right? So, when you are going to treat both triumph and disaster the same way, then you are actually going to perform better. So never get attached to the results. Next shloka. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Yogastha kuru karmani. Krishna again explains how actually you should be unattached to the results. Yogastha, perform all actions, being in yoga. What is yoga? Siddhya siddhyoho samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. He explains in the later part of the shloka itself. Siddhya siddhyoho samo bhutva. Whether you are going to succeed in it or whether you are going to lose whatever you are doing. You are not going to get the desired result. Whatever it be, both the the cases, samo bhutva. Have a balanced attitude. Treat both the same. I have put in so much hard work. I will have to succeed in this. Don't have that attitude. Whether if I succeed, okay. If not, it's my duty to do this. I have done it. Be happy with that. Like how we've been saying, don't get extremely happy if you succeed, and don't get dejected also if you lose. Performing the act is important, that's all. And having such a balanced attitude is called yoga. Samatvam yoga uchyate. So whenever you do something with a balanced attitude, not concerned about the outcome of the action, then it is called yoga. You always be in that yoga. A person, he is working in a company. He gets some salary, he is paid something by the employer. If you are going to do your work daily, thinking, oh, somehow I should have to get a promotion, I have to get an increment at least this time, I have to perform, I have to attain my target, otherwise I may not get promoted. Like this, if you keep thinking and doing it, that is one way of doing your daily office work. Another way of doing it is, I am being paid by my employer. My employer, he pays me thousands of rupees, tens of thousands of rupees. And because I am getting that salary, I am being paid, it is my duty that I should do that. I should perform that work properly. Otherwise, it will be adharmic on my part. Not working properly and just getting the salary alone. That will be adharmic on my part. So, do something because, oh, I am getting paid for this. It is my duty to do this. Let me do whatever I do. Do it happily. Anyway, you are going to get paid. And if you are doing it happily, you will do it in a better way also. And your chances of getting a promotion or an increment or succeeding in the project is more also. So, yogastaha kuru karmani. Do everything with a balanced state of mind. Kevalam Ishwarartham, says Adi Shankara. Do whatever action you do just for the sake of God. If I do my duty properly, then God will be happy with me. God has actually placed me in such a situation. I am working in such a company. I am in such a position. I am being offered such a salary. I have such a husband. I have such children. Everything, it's God's will that I am like this. I'll accept it happily and I'll do it. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Do your action giving up attachment. Give up the thought that I am the doer. Whatever we do, that is the thought that first comes to mind, right? I am the doer. I am doing this. Oh, I've done it so well. And somebody appreciates you. You are so happy. Similarly, when something goes wrong, oh, it's because of me that everything went wrong. Give up that thought. I am the doer. You are not the doer at all. Everything you are able to do just because there is the Atma inside. If that Atma is just not there, if it leaves this body, then you are just a dead body lying down. Then this eye cannot see, this mouth cannot speak, this hand cannot do anything. The most powerful spectacles also will not help you in seeing. So just give up the thought that I am the doer. Giving up that thought and also giving up the expectation of any favorable result. You do an act, and such a balanced attitude is called yoga. Being in that state of yoga, you do your actions, says Krishna. Next shloka. Durena hyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvichya kripana phala hetavaha. Durena hyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya. When you are going to do an action with a balanced state of mind, that is called buddhi yoga. Then compared to that, the action that is done with an expectation towards the result. You just hanker after the result. I should somehow succeed in this, I should do this, I should do this. What will happen if I don't get this? With such an attitude, you do something. That action is very much inferior compared to the act that is performed with a balanced state of mind. So, Buddhau Sharanam Anvichya. So, Arjuna, whatever you do it with a balanced state of mind. Do it without expecting any result. Kripanaha phalahetavaha. Krishna further says, those who are just desiring the results of any action, they are so pitiable. Just think, our whole life, it revolves around getting something. I have to attain this, I have to attain that. Happy if we attain that. If we don't get it, we are sad. This is what our daily life is about. And here is Krishna telling us, no, just give that up totally. It is totally wrong. Those who are living such a life, they are just so pitiable. So give up the desire for favorable results. The Upanishad says, Yova etad aksharam gargi aviditva asma lokat praiti sa kripanaha. One who leaves this world without attaining the knowledge of the Brahman, he is so pitiable, says the Upanishad. And here the Bhagavad Gita says, one who goes after the results of an action, he is very pitiable. Because if you are going to go after the results, if you get attached to the results of your action, then you incur papa and punya. Then because of that papa and punya, you are born again on this earth. And so when you are born on this earth, you therefore, you are not eligible for that amritatva. You don't get moksha. So, if you are, already it has been said, this karma yoga is the path to wisdom. If you are not going to follow this karma yoga, you are not going to attain wisdom. And one who leaves this earth without attaining wisdom, he is so pitiable. We'll stop with this for today. We'll continue tomorrow.